Dear students, in this session, I'm going to teach about the topic numerical differentiation. Numerical differentiation is a process of obtaining the numerical value of the derivative at a given point of x, where the values of x are equally spaced. I repeat, numerical differentiation is a process of obtaining the numerical value of the derivative at a given value of x where the values of x are equally spaced. That is, let y0, y1, y2 are the values of an unknown function y equal to f of x corresponding to the values of x as x0, x1, x2 up to xn. Then the process of computing the derivatives f dash of x, f double dash of x, etc. at any value of x in the interval x0, xn, where these values of x are equally spaced. So this is known as the numerical differentiation. In order to find this the derivative values, we'll be using two formulas called as Newton's forward interpolation formula and Newton's backward interpolation formula. And these formulas depends on the value of x. At which value of x we are going to find the value of the function. For an example, let us consider a data. So this is the data given and I would like to find out the value of f dash of x. Say at x equal to 1. I want to find the derivative, say f dash of x at x equal to 1. As the value of x is lies near the beginning the value of the table, right? Beginning of the table, we'll be using forward interpolation formula. Suppose I would like to find the value of the derivative f dash of x, say at x equal to 7. As 7 lies closer to 8, that is at the end of the table. So we'll be using backward interpolation formula. So under forward interpolation formula is given by f dash of x naught plus rh into h equal to delta y naught. This symbol is called as delta and this is called as forward difference operator. And this delta y naught plus 2r minus 1 into del square y naught by 2 factorial and so on. In this formula, this r represent a constant which can be obtained by using the formula r equal to c1 minus x naught by h. Here x naught represent the first value of x and c1 is at which value of x we are going to find the value of the function derivative, and h is called the step length. That is nothing but the difference between the consecutive values of x. So r will be obtained by using this formula and these forward difference operate like delta y naught, del square y naught, del cube y naught. These are all values are obtained from the table. That is, we have to construct forward difference table, which I'm going to explain when we'll be doing the problems. So from that, you will be obtaining these values. So as I told you, x naught is the first value of x from the table. H is the step length, that is nothing but the difference between the consecutive values of x, and r is the constant given by the formula c1 minus x naught divided by h. So these values are substituted in the derivative f dash or f double dash and you can find out the derivative of the given function at the given value of x. And the same way, the same procedure will be adopted if the value of x is near to xn, the end of the table. So in this case, we will be using Newton's backward interpolation formula. And here is the formula. So what the difference will be like here, we will use this symbol, which is called as nabla, which is backward difference operator. And to find out the constant r, it is the formula is cn minus xn by h, where xn represent the last value of x. So that we're going to understand when I will consider the problem. And h is the same, which is the step length, the difference between the consecutive values of x. So let us do a problem. Here is the data given. You have to obtain f dash of 1 and f double dash of 3. That is, you have to find out the derivative, first order derivative dy by dx at x equal to 1 and d square y by dx square at x equal to 3. So, and this is the data where the values of x are 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and the corresponding values of the function y equal to f of x is 7, 13, 43, 145, and 367. And since you have to find out the derivative at x equal to 1 and at x equal to 3, and both these values 1 and 3 is lies near the beginning of the table, that is it closer to the value of x naught. So hence we're going to use Newton's forward interpolation formula. And here is the formula which you need to bahut. And after that, let us find out f dash of 1, that is dy by dx at x equal to 1. Now, in order to find that, first you need to find out the value of r and you have to identify h, that is the step length. As you see this given data, the difference between these two values, the consecutive values of x is 2. So we have h equal to 2 and x naught is 0. So on substituting that, we have r value is equal to 1 by 2. And as I told, h is equal to 2. And we have to construct the difference, forward difference table to find out this delta y naught, del square y naught, and del cube y naught. So this is the difference table, where in the first column, you're going to write the values of x. The second column, the corresponding values of the function y equal to f of x. And this is the first difference. It is denoted as delta f of x. And this is, as it says difference, you have to take the difference y1 minus y0. It's not y0 minus y1, it's y1 minus y0. That is 13 minus 7, that is 6. 43 minus 13, 30, 145 minus 43, and 367 minus 145. Now, similarly, the second differences will be obtained again by taking these two difference, 30 minus 6, 102 minus 30, 222 minus 102, and so on. So like that, we'll be obtaining up to fourth differences. Depend on the given values of x and y, you'll be getting these differences. Now, when we are using the forward interpolation formula, we're going to make use of the first values from the table. This delta y naught, del square y naught, and del cube y naught. And if you are using backward interpolation formula, then the last values from the table will be used. That is, this will be nabla yn, nabla square yn, nabla cube yn, and nabla to the power 4 yn. So this is how the values, the table construction is remains the same for both forward and backward. The only difference is for forward, we'll be using the first values from the table, and for backward interpolation, we'll be using the last values from the table. So all these values we're going to substitute in this formula. That is for r, h, delta y naught, del square y naught, del cube y naught. And you'll be using your calculator, you're going to obtain the value of f dash of 1, that is equal to 2. Similarly, to find out the second order derivative, f double dash of 3, again you have to find out r, because here this still changes, right? You have here that value of c1 is 3 here, whereas here it is 1. So you need to again define r value. So that is the form. We have x naught plus rh equal to 3. So from that we have r is equal to 3 by 2. Now you're going to substitute this table, this values remains the same. So only the r value will be varying. So you'll be substituting r value, and x naught is 0, h value is 2, and del square y naught, del cube y naught you'll be obtaining from this table. So on calculations, you will get the value of f double dash of 3 equal to 12. So this is the working procedure to find out the derivative, like dy by dx or d square y by dx square, by using the given data. Now let us see where we actually going to use this numerical differentiation. As you already know that the application of differential equation will be finding dy by dt, that is nothing but it represents the rate of change of the physical object. So for example, if I'm writing dx by dt, where x is the displacement, then the rate of change of displacement with respect to time, it represents velocity. And similarly, the rate of change of velocity with respect to time, it represents acceleration. So you can, using this, if you can find out the velocity or the acceleration of a particle or any object. So let us do one application oriented sum. So the following data gives the velocity of a particle for 20 seconds at an interval of 5 seconds. Find the initial acceleration using the data, where the time is measured in seconds, 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, and the velocity is denoted as v, measured as meter per second, and it's given 0. At 5 seconds, it is 3 meter per second. At 10, 14, at 15, it is 69, 20, it is 228. So for this given data, you have to find out the initial acceleration. Initial means at time t equal to 0. At time t equal to 0, you have to find out the acceleration. As we know that acceleration is nothing but the rate of change of velocity with respect to time. That is, we denote it as dv by dt. Since it is initial acceleration, we have t equal to 0. So this is the first order derivative. It's nothing but f dash. So the formula will be, since it is at t equal to 0, we are using the forward interpolation formula. It is f dash of t naught plus rh into h equal to delta v naught plus 2r minus 1 into del square v naught by 2 factorial plus so on. So here h equal to, as we can note from this, the difference between the consecutive values of x is 5. So we have h equal to 5 and t naught is 0. Using that, we have r equal to 0. This is the formula, t naught plus rh equal to 0. From that, we have r equal to 0. So let us construct the forward difference table. In the first column, we're going to list out the values of t, and the corresponding velocities will be listing in the second column. And next, the first difference values will be obtaining here, that is 3 minus 0, 14 minus 3, 69 minus 14, 228 minus 69. And this is the second difference values, third differences, and fourth differences. Now after that, you're going to substitute in this formula for h equal to 5, r equal to 0, and t naught is 0, and delta v naught, the first values from the table, will be used in the formula. 3, del square will be 8, del cube will be 36, del to the power of 4 v naught will be 24. So on using your calculator, you will get the derivative dv by dt at t equal to 0. That is, as the initial acceleration is equal to 1 meter per second square. So this is the initial acceleration of the particle. And I have one more application oriented sum. This I'll leave it for you to work out. So it is a slider in a machine moves along a fixed straight rod. Its distance x centimeter along the rod is given below. For various values of the time t seconds, find the velocity of the slider and its acceleration when t equal to 0.3 seconds. So here you need to find out the velocity. Displacement is given. You'll have to find out dx by dt first, and then d square v by dx square at time t equal to 0.3 seconds. So hope you have understood these sums. Let us continue in the next class with backward interpolation formula. Thank you all.